Enter the stadium today with a Chapecoense jersey, knowing several of these players. In fact, Kleber Santana, former Atletico player, was among those
immaculately observed from this Camp Nou crowd. Somber, sad scenes ahead of the pyrotechnic fireworks show that will go on that football pitch, and we all send our prayers and solemn best wishes to all of the connected parties of that terrible tragedy.
The challenge from Ramos.
Well, early indications, it's just as we expected. It's a bottle rocket right from the start. Tackles going in like thud and blunder.
It was Busquets in the middle, and it looked like Modric and Ronaldo collide, and both getting up slowly.
Well, this tackle here for Dihorn, a Caribou driving in. Busquets seemed to win the ball fair and square as he reaches in, but referee saying that he got there leaving his feet.
Take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by Amazon Prime, and Prime players in goal, but both of them have proven a bit little vulnerable this year.
Well, both still top-class goalkeepers. Navas, of course, coming back from his injury to his heel. Ooh.
Ronaldo down again, but it's Vasquez knocked down in the box. No penalties, says
Brave
Close.
challenge by Mascherano comes in. He's got to time this to absolute choreographed perfection, and I think he does. Just gets there ahead of the ball and wins it cleanly before making some contact on Vasquez with his momentum.
Starting lineups brought to you by WorldSoccerShop.com. It is MSN up front under Luis Enrique. No BBC. In fact, an extra month on the sidelines after surgery.
There's
for
that
Gareth
tackle
Bale.
Comes in. He does not get the ball, Phil. In hindsight, that looks as if that could have been called a penalty. A reach in by Mascherano. Lifetime, it looked as if he just got there ahead of the ball, just like that. But replay shows maybe not.
Kovacic in for Casemiro. Vasquez in for Bale. Again, the starting lineups brought to you by WorldSoccerShop.com. Luis Enrique off the bench applauding his team.
Football on the field reflecting this wonderful atmosphere. The fans shouting and screaming at every involvement by both teams. Brave start by Real Madrid, coming out and finding their passing lanes nicely. Commentators curse.
Over on the far side, Jordi Alba getting the call. There was a question as he comes back from injury. Luis Enrique electing to roll the dice there. We talked about earlier how important it would be for Andres Iniesta, but according to Luis Enrique, not quite fit enough. Here's Gomes, who will step into the maestro's spot.
Well, all his early touches have been good. Been winning the ball nicely. 3 minutes in. It's a confident start by him, who's been under some severe criticism by all and sundry, Andre Gomes, especially in the last game, but confidence being shown in an unchanged team, Phil.
No changes from that disappointing side, and in many ways maybe looking for a do-over from that poor performance against La Real. Meanwhile, 4 changes for Real Madrid. Danilo, Pepe, Nacho, and James on the outs. Rakitic is not going to get there as Ramos escorts it out.
A wonderful run by Neymar there to start this. And comes over. There's another good look at it. Man, that was close. Take a look here. He's inside the box. He's driving past. Referee saying that Lucas Vazquez runs into Mascherano. Still shaking his head about it. It was close. You can understand why the ref doesn't give it, but you could have understood why perhaps a lot of referees may have pointed at the penalty spot.
Gomes soaring up over Kovacic, but straight to Marcelo. Mascherano lets it bounce. Luis Enrique, again mentioned, Barca have never drawn 3 in a row in league play under Luis Enrique.
I think more than anything he'll be happy the way this game has started for his Portuguese man out there in midfield, Andre Gomes. Going to be a key component in this game as it goes on. He showed up nicely and looking available for his passes and set the tempo, winning the ball in midfield.
Busquets drives it in with a sneaky pass for Neymar. Vasquez on defense, the ball wide for Alba. Messi heads it forward.
You call it a sneaky pass, Phil. That is an absolutely world-class pass by Busquets, and that's exactly the type of ball that Barca's going to need to open up the lines of this Real Madrid team. And he knows it. There's no cutting that ball out from Busquets. It was a fabulous ball, daggered into his player. Stupendously magnificent.
Neymar stepped on at the tail end of that.
Expect more.
Talking about this earlier, Ray. Neymar, more of a provider this season, creating chances. Today might be a day where they might need him to be a bit more selfish.
Well, he will be when he's got the need to be. In my opinion, the spreading of the wealth from the front three has been nothing less than absolutely wonderful. And Barcelona's wonderful run, but it's gone a little missing.
Mascherano, 182 games played with Barcelona, and he has not scored a single goal. Well, maybe he's just been waiting for a special occasion. Ramos did not have another option. Barca will get a throw deep. Quickly taken back for Messi. Quick enough. Keeps it moving.
Only switch of play by Barcelona with their tumble dryer type of possession, but looking more penetrative this time.
Busquets to Messi. Loves to cut in. Ronaldo back on defense. In the double team, Rakitic wide. Sergio Roberto thought he was supposed to be on the next train out of Barcelona, but in a preseason last year, chance to shine at right back. And has done so well. He's stepped in for Dani Alves this year.
Sharp play by Barcelona. Don't think it's not going anywhere. They're bringing in the white shirts to them. Bullfighters do, and then the red cape shown, and Ole well covered that time by little Isco.
Sneaks the ball around Busquets, but he's knocked down. Here's Ronaldo, serenaded yet again, and the pass just goes awry for Vasquez. Zinedine Zidane Seems like some people don't give him enough credit. Others are saying he's already the best in the world. He just can't win. Except he never loses. Mascherano.
Beautiful.
Gomes quickly for Messi.
And that first time ball leads to this.
Suarez back for Messi. Now wide for Neymar. Slips, reclaims his feet. Back post Roberto, but his shot bangs off Ramos.
Handball claims by Barcelona. Not given by the referee, who's in a perfect position, but Varane's team opened up beautifully. Like a fresh fish, and it started with Busquets. Wonderful first-time passing by Barcelona. Again, Barca Lego. All the pieces fitting together beautifully there. And Real Madrid see a big sperm whale let off the hook.
Neymar from the corner flag. Suarez wanted it earlier. Back for Piqué. Knocks it in, but deflected out. And Marcelo.
It was a wonderful sequence of football. First time passing, led by this man on the ball. The number 5 is on his needlepoint best. Super sharp. Again, fabulous ball from Busquets. Good tackle. The two Brazilians going eyeball to eyeball. Marcelo saying, I know your coffee house tricks, Neymar. This is the end result, but you people with your fancy schmancy machines, go back and take a look at the sequence of football that led up to that. Impressive Barca football.
As you can see, it did hit the arm of Ramos, but it was pinched in on his body.
Yeah. Referee calling it both ways. Needs to be said. Needs to be clear for him to point to the spot.
Mascherano slips as he passes it back, but Ter Stegen already at the top of his box, and off pass. But it could have been worse. Benzema now as Ter Stegen scrambles back. We go with Vasquez.
Good tackle.
Nice from Busquets.
Well read.
Ramos to Marcelo.
Good ball.
Lifted up, but that one will bang to the near side.
Nicely intended towards Isco at the front post and Benzema at the back post. He always threatening Marcelo. Wonderful component, arguably, well, for me, most dangerous player in that counter-attack. Marcelo will end up anywhere across the front line a lot of times. Might be a little bit more stay at home in the early exchanges of this game. Good chance for Luka, who usually sends in diamonds from the corner.
Modric with an in-swinger, goes near post, knocks down Ronaldo, blasted in, but Mascherano will clear. Nice from Messi, chips it out wide for Busquets.
He won it beautifully.
Looks long for Suarez, who was in the starting gate. Unhappy that the flag comes up. That one was close, well, as he petulantly kicks it away.
See how close it is to the man with the flag. Beautiful ball from Busquets. He's already identified him. He takes another look, and it's a great decision by the referee's assistant. Nothing to complain about there. And a lovely lift up by Marcelo there to catch Suarez in between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Mark play by the left back for Real, Piqué. And Varane. Isco. Nice work to get it to Benzema.
Cristiano still waiting very much in the long grass here. Real Madrid doing some good work with Isco and Modric and Kovacic defending. They haven't been able to find that ball by Benz.
Straight to Neymar, who gets upended by Isco. And the card will come out. Did not want to let Neymar off to the races. And as you can see,
that's very little there, but the fact is, Phil, that he does reach out and impede Neymar. I think that's going to be given, but Piqué looked as if he was shouting for a penalty.
Has not put a foot wrong here in the opening quarter hour so far. This one forces Ter Stegen out, though.
Taking any risks that time. Marc Andres clearing his lane.
6 points separating the two sides in the table, but Ray, you could have one top, one bottom. This is one of those where you say you throw the table away. 232nd all-time Clasico.
Good ball from Marcelo.
Benzema trying to turn inside, but Piqué builds a wall.
Well played by the big central defender there, right on top of the French international. That's nasty.
Messi goes down. Modric pleading innocence.
Well, Messi just too quick for him. No yellow card. Modric reaching in for something that is there for 1 second. He gets the ball. It's gone again. And that is a good decision by the referee. Perhaps they give the foul, but no yellow card, certainly. It's questionable foul.
Oh, nice control. Messi waiting for a run, decides to cut back, pops up as Modric picks his pocket.
Ball just pops up on Luka this time, right in front of the ref. Doesn't give it.
Marcelo wide as Ronaldo moves into position. Cross to the 6. Piqué heads clear.
Late arriving men in the box. Cristiano and Lucas Vazquez not giving Marcelo enough of a target. Benzema had come out to this side to support.
Nice from Ramos. BeInSports.com with all of the latest. Ronaldo tries to snap it but can't. Of course, share your thoughts on Twitter, BeInSportsUSA and ESPN Sports. Don't forget to use the hashtag #BeInElClásico.
Yeah, welcome to all the fans around the world listening in to us, especially those people listening to and watching the illegal streams in England, Phil. We know they're out there, but all our friends all over the world, in Jamaica, in Indonesia, Vietnam,
Kathmandu,
everywhere. Welcome to beIN Sports.
Quarter hour in the books. Just a token shot for either side. Messi with Benzema not able to get there in time.
And the adrenaline is pumping for this Barcelona team. You get the feeling they're on their game here today. Totally different to the last couple of games. A different attitude as predicted. The form going out the window. This is more like the old Barcelona. Wonderful synchronized football, passing lanes being opened up with daring passing balls through tight channels. Suarez, like Cristiano, still waiting in the long grass, looking to hunt.
Second time, by the way, we've seen Neymar slip. Maybe a change in footwear at the half.
I lose my balance just watching some of these players.
Romes again, providing a good pivot in the attack. Sergio Roberto to the inside. Rakitic. Messi goes in, goes down. Free kick off of Modric.
Again, Messi's incredible close control lifts it over the type of Luka. Luka barely getting a touch, but then the follow through of that right leg is contact made. Brilliant by Messi, that flick over the top. If he goes down on the ground like most players do, that ball is being wiped out, snuffed out by Luka Modric, but Messi reading that challenge and lifting the ball over the top and setting up. Well, who knows? It's Messi and Neymar and shaving cream.
Gave up 4 the first Clasico, but then in goal for the victory at the Bernabeu. Neymar teeing it up. Messi around with 4 in the wall. The Argentine strikes, but straight to the Tico.
It's something extra special to beat Keylor Navas from that distance, and gets the angles right, but nowhere near requisite power. Beats it like Jack and Jill.
And last year, both road teams victorious. Barca with the 4-0 at the Bernabeu. Real coming back to make a league of it, thanks to Benzema and Ronaldo late.
Messi coming back into this midfield and causing all sorts of problems for Real Madrid, drawing them in, and then looking for that killer pass. Well played,
Don't forget
Varane.
to check us out online, bnsports.com.